Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's October the 6th, 2023, and it is because it's Friday, we're talking postcards. I've got a bunch of them that have come in to show you, 5 official ones. I've even been noticing on people's profiles that they've already gotten their World Postcard Day badge for this year, which means that any cards that you pulled an address for on October the 1st have already reached their destinations and they've been registered. So postcrossing.com gives you a little badge on your profile to say that you have participated in World Postcard Day. I haven't got mine yet, but it does take a little time going from Canada to some of the places that I've sent cards to on October the 1st. So we will see when they get there. Maybe next week I will have my badge. Before I go further, I also want to make mention that any of you who watched my thank you for 1,000 subscribers video that it was posted a couple days ago. I have a little contest going on there that if you say the secret word that's in the video, in the comments, then you get entered into the draw if you say that word. So I know some people said, I didn't catch what the word was. I tried to make it relatively obvious. Now, maybe it wasn't super obvious in the video what the word was. I know people have put it in the comments, so you can always just go in the comments and write it. But remember, those people that will be eligible to win, I'm going to have 3 winners that I will draw next week for the contest. I will show you in the upcoming videos what I'm giving away as a prize to those 3 winners too. But in order to win, you have to put the word in the comment. Put the word in the comment to win. So simple as that. I know some people did nice thank you comments, and those are all great. But if the word isn't in the comment, you can't qualify to enter, and you have to be a subscriber. So thanks very much. All right, let's move on to today. Oh, speaking about being a subscriber, if you're not, make sure you subscribe, like, leave positive comments, and share with all your friends. There's my blurb. Let's get into official post crossing. And the first one I have comes from Germany. It is this nice floral card that I got. It says that I have a great name, or to go with someone named Robert Redford. I'm not connected to that person, but Theodore in Germany sends me happy birthday wishes as my birthday is coming up, and says that he has an uncle and a sister-in-law who both have birthdays in October as well. They're in the northwest Germany and having a great fall. We're having a great fall here in Canada as well. Weather has been fantastic. It's about 20 odd degrees today. Yesterday it was 29 degrees. It didn't feel like October having 29 degrees, but I will take it. We had a very wet summer, so I will take a warm fall. There's the stamp that was sent too. Thank you, Theodore. The next card comes from Nancy, and she's in the United States. She says she's a wild horse advocate and hates seeing them all rounded up by helicopters. She's from Michigan. She has a railroad station 20 minutes away, which is north. That is the only continuous running station in America. Amtrak goes through every day. So Nancy, thank you for this nice card with the horses on it. Thank you for your advocacy for animals. And there's the stamp. It's always nice to know that people are looking out for animals in one way or another. The next card comes from Finland, and it is kind of a maxi card because it's got this little girl at the post box, but there's also this child here at the post box on this stamp, and you can see the nice cancellation that's on there as well. This comes from Iwani, and he lives in the middle of Finland. His home is in the country where he lives with his wife. They're both retired. Other hobby he has is listening to distant radio stations on DX listening. He's been doing that for 53 years, and he said he clearly can remember when he heard the first Canadian radio station on a medium wave, which is AM radio. One of the first was in Moncton at 1070 AM. Not the time of day, but that is the station identification, 1070. And I think it's fascinating that he is in Finland and can listen to a radio station that's here in my hometown. There's a stamp on the other side too. It wasn't canceled, but he did put a stamp on that side as well as on this side. for getting it here. So thank you so much, one, for the card. I think it's fascinating that your first Canadian radio station was a local one here in Moncton, and hopefully you enjoyed the music or what they were talking about. I don't listen to a lot of AM stations anymore. I do listen to FM. I was on satellite radio, but that got a little bit too expensive, so I've gone back to listening to local FM radio or just plugging in my phone and listening to Apple Music through there. So that's what I am doing these days. But I know I have a neighbor who's just up the street who is into shortwave radios and things like that, so he's probably been doing the same hobby you have. So thank you so much. All right, this next card comes from Switzerland. From a distance, it just looks like the Swiss flag, but up close you can see that it's made up of a whole bunch of stamps. And this comes from Angela. I said, you inspired me to be creative in a card. She loves to decorate. And today here is a sunny day. She loves photography of nature and went to art school. That's wonderful. One of Van Gogh's paintings with Legos. She did a recreation of one of Van Gogh's paintings with Legos. On the back, she also drew a Lego man and a Lego brick. And there are the stamps. So thank you so much, Angela, for that. This is the William Tell apple, she also says, too. In case you're wondering. I like this one here, the boot with the ski lift going up. Very creative stamps. All of them are really nice. So thank you, Angela, for this. Thank you for the creations that you've done and working with Lego. All right, the next card comes from the United States. It is a fan art rendering of a Star Wars card. This comes from Roxanne. She's in Iowa, in the city of Madrid, near Des Moines. And they said they recently had company from Arkansas, and it was pure fun. Her hobbies are including camping, bicycling, paper crafts, and listening to music. And on the other side, there are the stamps. So thank you so much, Roxanne, for that, and for the cool art card of Star Wars. This was done by Ralph McCory. Did that one. All right, let's move along to some direct swaps, some fan mail, if you will. The first one comes from Eric in Ontario, and he put on here, that dad guy, CPK, as in Canadian Postcrossing King. That's what he calls me. He sent this image. Let me read before I show you the image. He's created this piece of paper. He's made it in scroll-like form with the burnt edges. He says, Dear Canadian Postcard King, I am one of your loyal people. Canada has been a monarchy for many years and has two kings, Charles III and you, of course. I hope this letter finds you in good health and in high spirits. I'm writing to bring your attention to an unfortunate incident that recently occurred in our community, which I believe should be of concern to all lovers of the postal system and mail-related traditions. On September 20th, 2023, a distressing event unfolded that has left many residents in our neighborhood both saddened and concerned. The mailbox located in your kingdom was pushed over. Uh-oh. There you can see said mailbox on its side. Mailboxes have been an integral part of our kingdom for many years. It has not only served as a reliable means of sending and receiving mail, but it has also been a symbol of our community's commitment to maintaining a unique charm. As someone who appreciates the beauty of postcards and the art of communication, I believe that preserving the infrastructure that supports these traditions is paramount. Your intervention in this matter would not only bring joy to our community, but also demonstrate your commitment to upholding the values of mail-related traditions in our great nation. Sincerely, I have always been a very loyal postcard citizen who has paid my stamp taxes and sent many postcards as my hands may allow. Please send one of your fine men over to fix the poor mailbox so we can continue to send Canadian postcards in your name, Written by John Not Fake Smith. So John Not Fake Smith, it is a travesty that one of the mailboxes has been turned on its side. It is not an uncommon occurrence. Many teenagers like to push mailboxes over just out of fun. But what are we trying to do to protect that in our community? I'm going to show you some images of some mailboxes, and you can see they've gone from the one that you have that has maybe been filled with sand or rocks at the bottom, a solitary one, to ones that have been bolted to the ground, and from there we've gone to mailboxes that have concrete bases, very hard to push over, actually impossible to push over unless you're in a moving vehicle. Sometimes plows or something push them over or damage them, but that's how we're trying to rectify the situation. Your single mailbox, because it's a single mailbox, may continue to get pushed over, but I would urge you as a community to get out there and rectify it by putting it back upright whenever you see one laying on its side. All right, now Eric wasn't done. Eric, as you may know, sends a riddle a week. So he sent this envelope with the one of the new Truth and Reconciliation stamps on it, which was not canceled. So thank you for that. Inside he sent this card, which is Malta, Auberge de Castille by night, is what it says. It says, to our Canadian postcard king, hello, that dad guy. I sent this card early because of the holiday on October the 2nd, which was a day off because Truth and Reconciliation Day fell on Saturday the 30th, so Monday the 2nd was a holiday. He said he added a stamp that fits the holiday, which he did, which I showed you right there. He bought it on the day, and he has some Indigenous ancestry, so he thought it was quite important to celebrate it. Didn't want the Canadian Postcard King to miss his weekly riddle. So last week he sent a riddle in, and I got it right. And those of you who agreed with me, you got it right as well. He said the answer to the riddle last week was keyboard. A keyboard has keys that you press to input information into the computer or device, but these keys don't open locks. It has spaces between the keys, but no actual physical room inside it. And you can enter data by pressing the keys, but you can't physically go inside it. So yeah, we got that one right for anyone of you who agreed with keyboard. It says congratulations on 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. And it says this week's riddle is, I'm not alive, but I can grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, but water kills me. What am I? He said he had to rush this to the postman again. So I think I've got it. I'm giving you a chance to come up with your own conclusions before you hear mine, and to see whether or not you think I'm right, or leave in the comments. You can leave what you think your proper answer is. I'm not alive, but I can grow. I'm thinking you're bubbles. Bubbles grow. They don't have lungs, but they do need air. They don't have a mouth, but water kills them. So when you put water over bubbles, they pop and they go away. So I think the answer is bubbles. What do you guys think? Am I right, or do you have another solution for me? So thank you, Eric, for the weekly riddle and for your concern about mailboxes within the kingdom. Next card comes from Jane in South Carolina. She sent this happy birthday card. My birthday is coming up soon, and she says it took 2.5 weeks to send her last card to reach me in August, so she's sending this one a little early, hoping you'll get it by my birthday. I did get it by my birthday, and a little earlier than my birthday, but it arrived in time, so thank you so much, Jane, for that card. And the next card comes from Zach in Illinois in the United States. We've got a stadium here. He's been creating cards through Canva that he's taken pictures of himself. And this is US Cellular Field in Chicago. He went to see a White Sox game. Unfortunately, they are no longer playing anymore, the postseason. They didn't make it to the postseason. My Yankees didn't make it to the postseason. Recently, the Blue Jays got knocked out of the wild card. They're done too. So there are a lot of teams that I may have been watching that aren't in anymore, and the teams that Zach was watching as well aren't in. So there is the stamp. Well, he sent this one that he had someone in India make for him, this anime character, and he says this was sent by the same artist that he used once before. Now he's thinking of holiday-themed cards. So he's enjoying making cards and having artists create cards for him, and they've been great for me to be able to show off too. All right, the next batch of cards, I must say it that way, come from Ross. He's been traveling again. Ross lives here in Canada, but he gets to travel with work, and so he was in England and sent this card here. It's a bit off season. He says he can only imagine how busy it is during the summer. Yeah, you can see all the sheds are all closed up. This is the I can't read it, but it's my eyesight's not good enough to read that, what pier it is. So, luckily, on the next card, ta-da, we have this one. It's the Bournemouth Pier. So these cards are the Bournemouth Pier. And so he did this. The stamps on the back are German because he mailed them while he was in Germany. So it threw me off at first when I saw them. I thought they were in Germany. There's another one too of the Bournemouth Pier and the beach, which might be a little chilly, he says right now. And then he did go to Germany, where he mailed those other ones from. He went to Munich. So here, getting ready for Oktoberfest. And another beautiful Munich card. All of them have the same German stamps on the back. That's why I wasn't showing them all. This one here as well. It's just the cow is not impressed. You see that look on the face as the gentleman sitting on his back, or it looks like he's sitting on his back. So thank you, Ross, for those. Ross was also in India. He didn't put dates on any of these, so I'm not sure in which order he went. I think he went India, then he went to Britain, and then he went to Germany based on how he mailed the British ones. But we have this nice animal card of a Malabar tree toad, and the stamps there. Said you couldn't find any nice Mumbai buildings, but here is a tree toad. And this one here from the St. Regis Hotel in Mumbai. He says he's having a hard time finding postcards while on his trip, but he did get this one in the hotel. And the same stamps. So thank you, Ross, for continuing to include me in your travels. Speaking of travels, Andre and Merit from Estonia have been traveling the South Pacific here in Bora Bora, or in French Polynesia. I'm going to throw up a map too where French Polynesia is. You can see New Zealand in this map, and then you can see North America off the other side. So it's kind of dead smack in the middle. So while they were there, they sent this card and those stamps. Fantastic. This is the third card I've received from their exclusive locations that they've gone through in the Pacific Ocean. The next card is the start of some of the World Postcard Day cards that have arrived. This one here comes from Snail Mail with Smokey. You guys know him, you love him, you follow him. If you don't, you should on YouTube. He put out a great video today about cows in his area. So you get to see a little bit of Thorpe, Wisconsin, and some of the history. There are the stamps that he's put on the back. We've even got a hedgehog up there. So thank you. And number 1 of 25. I'm happy to be the first card out of the box, even though I know some of our friends have been receiving them before mine. But I still see the number 1. That's great. The next card comes from Terry in Ontario. We got a World Postcard Day card from her as well. And it says she's been enjoying my videos. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you sending me a card. And there's the whale stamp from Canada on the back. So great job on the World Postcard Day cards. This next World Postcard Day card comes from Jackie, and Jackie is in California. She is a subscriber. She sent this card off to me. It's the first time I'm getting, I think it's the first of these cards I've gotten, but this is the official, one of the official World Postcard Day cards that came out. She says she bought too many postcards. She was really getting into World Postcard Day. And then she thinks that my polo card is really cute. So there are the stamps. And she did send another one. This is the World Postcard Hug with the US mailbox on it. You can see the ink really got to this card, and it got to it on the other side as well. It really ran with the cancellation mark, so it's hard to see the stamps. There's one of the waterfall stamps in that one. I think one of the endangered animal stamps maybe. And then just another regular one. And she says, I took yours and Smokey's suggestion of using Canva and thought I'd share my results. I really appreciate that. She used Canva and got the stuff together. And we got a little hedgehog sticker on the back too. So thank you, Jackie, for thinking of me and sending me a couple postcards. I really appreciate it. Next card is another mailbox card. This one comes from Ambre in France. And she sent me off one here. And on the back, she's got a stamp with World Postcard Day, October 1st there. We've got one of the Disney 100 French stamps on there, as well as a couple others. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you being a pen pal and sending me the card. This next card is a World Postcard Day card as well, and it is a home creation. This comes from Shawnee in New Zealand. She has her own channel as well, so you're gonna have to check her out. She is the Great Stamp Adventure, big into philately, and there for the Great Stamp Adventure, she got her code up at the top there too. But look at this Avatar stamp, a couple of the other ones from New Zealand. New Zealand puts out some beautiful stamps, so I'm very happy that Shawnee sent me a card and reached out, and I've sent one to her as well. So thank you so much. The next card comes from Michelle in England. She went to a Postcrossing meetup for World Postcard Day, and it says Autumn Equinox, 23rd of September. I'm pretty sure she went on October 1st, but maybe not. Maybe she went on the 23rd. Maybe I'm getting my dates mixed up. Only makes sense. It says right here in print, must have. Anyways, her and her father went to it, which was a fantastic father-daughter getaway. There's some Paddington stamps. Very nice, or a Paddington stamp singular. Thank you so much, Michelle, for that. Michelle wasn't done though. She also sent me this cute card, and she says it reminded her of her first few cookery classes in secondary school. It didn't blow anything up or kill anyone. So those are always great starts when you're in a class, that you don't kill your classmates or your teachers, and you don't destroy the school. But I think there's a lot of people out there when they cook, they use up all the pots and pans and all the dishes and makes a big mess. And they make a magnificent creation of the food, but sometimes they leave a big mess behind. So thank you. And she's added another Paddington. I love Paddington Bear. So I'm glad to get those stamps. All right, this next one, another World Postcard Day card. This one comes from Helen in PEI. And so she has added me to the list of sending out World Postcard Day cards to. And she says, I'm sure you'll receive many of these cards. Actually, I've been doing quite well at receiving a variety, so I'm glad to get this one. And there is Queen Elizabeth II postage stamp, celebrating her Jubilee, the last one. So thank you, Helen. Next one is another U.S. Post Box Hug card. This one comes from Keeks in Washington on the West Coast. And Keeks, hopefully you are getting better from your surgery. I want to throw that out in the world, that recovery will be quick and swift for you. So thank you so much. And there is how she's decorated it all up nicely. So get well soon. Next card comes from Kyler in Prince Edward Island. And we have a lenticular card of 10 Downing Street, the home of the British Prime Minister. Got this card when he was overseas. And there he's put one of the East Coast stamps on it. So thank you so much. Love that. All right, now let's get into a couple envelopes. First one comes from Amber in Missouri. Got it all nicely decorated, fall colors and things. And inside, she's got this bat and ball because she went to see the Cardinals. The tickets were on sale, so she thought that she would take her son to see his first Major League Baseball game. So the Cardinals lost 5-3, but they had a good time anyways, and son really enjoyed it. And on the back it says Busch Stadium, also referred to informally as New Busch Stadium or Busch Stadium III, is the home of the St. Louis Cardinals. The stadium has a seating capacity of 43,975. It replaced Busch Memorial Stadium and occupies a portion of that stadium's former footprint. So there you go, another baseball card this week. She did send another card that you will see tomorrow for That Dad Guy Answers. She sent an answer to my question. All right, this next card was sent out August the 3rd and just reached my mailbox this week. So 2 months to get here. This comes from Media in Finland. And so she said she was on a cruise going to Alan. And so we're back in Helsinki. So there's the boat, the ship, if you will, and the stamp. So that one took a while, but she sent this one too, with a nice snowman stamp. And inside we have this beautiful art. So this was an original. She went to see, not an original, it's a copy of a print, but she was at a museum and she got that. She also got this one here when she was away, and she said it was from the restaurant where they had dinner. And then another one of the city that she was at visiting, where she went to a museum and a cafe, and then to the theater. She gets to do so many cool things on her weekends or on her vacations, and I'm very happy that she sends on cards to let me know where she's been or what she's been up to. And she finds great card shops. It seems like Finland is covered in beautiful card shops. She sent another envelope that arrived this week. Love this stamp, very cute. The squirrels chit-chatting. Inside, we have this card, lenticular card from Greece. See how it moves there. So she went to vacation in Greece for a little while, and so she sent that. And she also sent me this cute hedgehog card. So thank you very much, Media, for all the wonderful mail that landed on my doorstep this week. Now, the last card that I have to show you is the biggest card that I've ever received in my life. For example, this one is the one we just saw from Media. This, oh, I think it's more like a poster than it is a card. It is this big. You can see the difference. All right, this one comes from Katja in Sweden. It doesn't really fit in the frame. It is that big, but I want to show you the postage stamps on the back first. It's a full souvenir sheet that she's added to it. We've got beautiful decorations. She's done a fantastic job. She said she's had this card for 7 years. She didn't know who would be interested in a card about poop. I'm just going to throw it out there. Poop. That's what this card is about. There is the Swedish word for poop at the top. This one says fish poop in long strands. This one says something to the effect that diapers catch poop and pee. This one says that everybody poops, and that animals poop and people poop, and cows poop, and it's called manure, and we use it for helping grow plants and plants. This one here says that children laugh at poop and fart jokes, and adults don't. This one here says you can make fart noises with your mouth, but usually it comes from your butt. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, fart stink. This one here, yeah, people don't like it, but other critters need it to survive. Everybody does it. Something to that effect. That's basically the gist. I Google translated all the Swedish into English, and the women at the post office, when they saw this, they loved it. They laughed. They said, oh, there's little bums on your postcard today when I went in to pick it up. They also set it aside so it didn't go into my postal box, that I had to go collect it because they didn't want to bend it. It got here in great shape. So all the way from Sweden to here with stamps on it. And so you can mail. This is more than 8 by 11, I'm pretty sure. A little bit bigger than a standard sheet of paper. But thank you, Katja. There is a card for anyone. That once again solidifies that you can find a card on any subject. You can send a card on any subject. There are going to be lots of people that may not have that on their wish list, but might find humor in it. I have lots of friends that I know have a bit of a dark sense of humor, or a childlike sense of humor sometimes, and I know that I'm not the only one that laughs at that, especially when the ladies at the post office were having a giggle at it, looking at it. They didn't know what it said, but they got the idea. I mean, you can look at the images and kind of get an idea. They knew that there was fart jokes on it and all sorts of things. So yeah, that's a great week. I'm happy with all the stuff that's come this week. Another successful time at the mailbox. Tomorrow is That Dad Guy Answer. It is the first Saturday of the month, so I won't be answering your questions, but I will be reading the answers that you've sent to me for my monthly question. And I'll give you a new monthly question tomorrow. And then I'll also give you the opportunity to ask me some questions for the following week. That's what's happening tomorrow. Sunday, I'll have postcards I'll have to write. I'll show you what's there that I'm sending out. Probably aren't going to be all the same postcards as they kind of were last week. And I did a little twist on that. It is also Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. So Monday is a holiday here again. We had a holiday last Monday with Truth and Reconciliation Day as an extra stat. This Monday is Canadian Thanksgiving, so there will be no mail going out on Monday. We'll have a meal here as a family. Maybe even go for a walk. That's kind of, I want to show you the fall colors before they're all gone. Now we do have a tropical storm / hurricane that's supposed to be coming through tomorrow here. I think it's more tropical storm though. Tropical storm Philippe is making his presence known. So we will get some wind and some rain again, hopefully not lose power, but it may affect some of the leaves on the trees, and it might hurry them dropping to the ground. So I'm hoping that I can get out there and shoot a video showing you the fall colors. I didn't do it this week because I was planning on it. Wasn't feeling well enough to be doing it. So yeah, hopefully this weekend I can. That's the plan anyways, before the rain starts. Well, it has been another long one. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention, don't forget to leave your comment on my video for 1,000 subscribers if you want to be entered into the contest. Just leave the special word that I have subliminally put into the video. And the other thing is, my channel has been monetized as of today. That's one of the perks of getting to 1,000 subscribers and having the watch hours that I did and the views that I have. So if there isn't a change in the viewing of the video, maybe you've got more ads coming through. I don't know how it will look, but I know that I did get a message from YouTube saying I became a YouTube partner, which I'm excited about. And if there's some ad money that comes as a result of that, it will help me fund some of the things that I want to do and just make it a little easier. So thank you for getting me to that level, and hopefully the ads are good for what I'm talking about. I don't know if how they coordinate what ads go in there. They may be car commercials, they may be laxative commercials. I don't know, maybe after this card that's all I'll get will be laxative commercials. So anyways, it'll be fun to explore it and see what happens. But if you're noticing any sort of slight changes in the ads that are going in there, watch the ads. Don't fast forward through them all. I get paid if you watch the whole thing versus if you click after 5 seconds and make it go away, I won't get paid as much. So that's my little promo for me and to help pay for stamps and postcards and whatever else I happen to show. So thank you very much for getting me to this stage, and let's see where we can go from here. All right, have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.